And I just gotta tell you right now that I believe, I really do believe that.
Welcome to Forces.
Amelia, say hello, class.
Hello, class. Welcome to our physics lecture. Today we're going to be talking about forces. This is the force formula. As we all know, force is what we call a vector. And this is a sum. So basically, this force vector of the sum is going to equal whatever forces we have. We can make 1 and 2 n dot dot dot, where n is just a number and it's going to increment forward. Now let's do an example. Let's say you have a box. This box is approximately, we'll do an easy one. It's flat level, and you have a box. And there's an applied force, someone's pushing it. Right here on the left. Now, you might be wondering, how are we going to do this? Well, that's why we have free body diagrams. Free body diagram is basically a dot, which represents our box, right? And now we have to figure out what forces we have. Let's think about it. Since this is in the world, the Earth, that's what we're assuming, it's going to be a force of gravity. Force of gravity points downwards. So, that's our first force of gravity.
Excuse me, Professor Bird?
Yes.
What's the mass of the box?
Good question. I wasn't gonna do the full-out calculations, but we could do that. The box's mass is approximately 8 kilograms. Okay? 8 kilogram mass. So we have our force of gravity. Now we're gonna need our applied force, which would be pointing to the right. This would be F applied. Alright? Now, we have no upwards force, but these are the only forces that we have. So,
Professor Bird, where does mass go?
mass, so force of gravity is defined as mass times gravity. So you do 8 kilograms times gravity, which is 9.8 meters per second. Negative 9.8 meters per second. So Fg would end up being 8 times 9.8, negative 9.8, which equals some number. It's going to be like whatever 80 is minus 1.4. 78.6.
79.6.
78.6. Which is
Oh, yeah.
78.6 is the force being applied. And then here, we forgot the force applied is 20 newtons. Okay? Now we got our newtons. Now, we are moving the x direction, the y direction. Think about vectors is that it works in the x, y, z plane. X, Y, Z. That might look confusing for now, but think about it like 3D objects. Okay? We gotta keep things constant. If we're working in the x plane, horizontal, we keep it in horizontal. If we're working in the vertical, we will keep it vertical. So, force of gravity is just gonna be 78.9 newtons. So here's the formula. The force of gravity in the y is going to equal, the forces of the y direction is going to equal negative 78.6 newtons. And the forces in the x direction is going to equal 20 newtons. And that's our answer. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like down below.
Fuck no.